just finished this sketchbook, so I thought I'd do a quick tour. Now this sketchbook I started in October, so yeah, I started it in October of 2024 and I finished it in January of 2025, so that only took me 3 months to complete the sketchbook. I think a lot of that is because I've been taking the sketchbook with me a lot and I've been trying to draw on it almost every day, so it has got filled up very quickly. I've also been a lot less precious with it. I think the old sketchbook had a lot of very beautiful drawings in it to start off with, and then I kind of felt like I had to keep going, and that each drawing I did in the sketchbook had to be kind of perfect and beautiful, whereas with this one I definitely decided to kind of have a bit more fun and give myself permission to just try things out and then stop if they didn't work out. So the first drawing is Lady Agnew by John Singer Sargent. This was a YouTube video. What I'll do is I'll put a link above on the video, so if you want to see any of the tutorials where it is a tutorial, you can just follow that link and check it out. So yeah, this was a nice one to get started. I'm not sure what happened with this page. I started doing a photo study and I just kind of got a bit lost in the photograph. I get this thing now where I started drawing a photograph and then I had that thing where I was like, is this an AI picture? I don't know if you guys get that. I get that a lot now, and I'm pretty good at telling which photographs are AI, but it still is a niggling doubt in my head of when I start working on a photograph that is maybe been photoshopped or looks a bit odd. I kind of sometimes, yeah, I kind of struggle with it, and then I get paranoid that it's an AI picture. I really hate drawing from AI references, so yeah, I kind of end up sacking that one off. But I did do a few hands, which was quite fun. I really like drawing hands, so something I do quite a lot. This was from an Inktober challenge. I do like to mix it up, so in this sketchbook it's just pencil drawings, but I do some like ink drawings, I do digital ink, I do like some fan art stuff as well. I don't really post it on my Instagram profile, but it's good fun to kind of do different things. So yeah, that was a fun challenge. This was a photo study of an old photo of Minnie Ashley from 1897. I think I did that at a kid's birthday party. I've got this very like clear memory of sitting at a kid's birthday party with kids screaming and me just kind of sketching away in my own little world. This one here is a drawing of my son. There's a lot of drawings of him. Today I cannot draw. That happened quite a lot, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. This was a photo study. I was just practicing like a no-tan, which is like when you kind of polarize it into two different, like a black and a white, and yeah, and just kind of practice kind of polarizing photos mentally and then drawing it. So that's that. It's my son again. This was a somewhat unsuccessful master study. I think the one was, it was a pencil master study of an ink drawing. Sergio Topi, but I love his drawings, they're amazing. Yeah, I probably should have done that in ink. This is my nephew. This one was something I started and then it just didn't work out, so I gave up. There's quite a lot of that in this sketchbook. This is my husband falling asleep on the couch. This was from a YouTube video. I did, again I'll link it, I did 3 portraits, this one, and this one, in kind of a quick tutorial. So yeah, that was quite fun because it was like 3 different ways to do a portrait. Quite enjoyed doing that video. This is a not very good photo, not very good drawing of my daughter. Quick sketch, the guy from Star Wars, I can't remember his name. This was really scribbly. Photo study. Now with this one I don't really bother sealing or spraying the drawing, so you do see a little bit of transfer, but it's not too bad. It's just because I laid a lot of graphite down on this photo study here that it's transferred across. This one, yeah, it's a photo study. My brain has gone completely blank. I don't know why I didn't know the artist. I'll put a link above because it was a YouTube video. I really enjoyed this one. It was this guy was a writer. He had a really sad life, but as you can probably tell from his face. But yeah, interesting stuff. More sketching. This was my local library. They had like a Lego day, which I go along to. Sketching people at the train station. I really made an effort to do a lot of drawing from life. It's quite hard when you're drawing, like, you know, in a coffee shop or a train station, or you're drawing kids who move around a lot. So it's a really good practice to try and like capture something quickly. I'll talk about in a bit some of the techniques I use to capture a likeness. But yeah, it's definitely something I've been working on. Another picture from a coffee shop. I think I took a photograph of this one because she was stuffing her face, so that was never going to work out. This was a photo study, master study from Kale Nesterov. It was one of those ones I thought it was like a contemporary picture because it looked like the guy had like a beanie on, but he was actually a monk with a monk's cap, so yeah, funny. This is my son and my husband looking at something on the phone. This was a photo study, master study, Vincent van Gogh. I filmed that one, but I don't think I posted it. I kind of wasn't super happy with the way it turned out. I love Van Gogh. I don't know why I keep saying Van Gogh, but I don't think he's so good to kind of do a master study of in pencil because it's all about the colours and not the tones. So yeah, that one, I think I'd have to do a master study in colour for him. More sketches. My son. This was Lovely Knaus, the morning of the celebration, another YouTube video. Yeah, I really love this one. I got like a few boards and frames, so I think I'm gonna actually cut some of these out of the book and hang them up because I really like them. It's a shame to get them stuck away in a sketchbook in my cupboard somewhere. My daughter asleep. A failed master study. Ramcasas by Philip Rodez. Excuse my pronunciation. Yeah, that one didn't work out. This was from pub school, so this is my local drawing group. We go out and we do a pub crawl across a bunch of pubs. As you know, if you've seen my previous video of my sketchbook tour, but yeah, we just go around pubs, and it's 15 minutes in each pub, or 15-minute pose in each pub, which is good fun. Good practice. I was at the swimming lesson, and I was drawing a swimming lesson, and there was a kid there who saw I was drawing and he wanted to do some drawings, so Jesse, yeah, he did like a drawing of a bird, and then my son decided he wanted to do a drawing, so he did a transformer. He's obsessed with transformers. Then my daughter decided she wanted to do a drawing as well. Yeah, she likes princesses, so there's lots of princesses everywhere. A failed photo study that I sacked off. This one is a photo study that I didn't sack off, that turned out really nicely. This one I did in pencil and digital. It's one of my YouTube videos, so I'll link it. Yeah, that was a nice one actually. Another drawing of my daughter in a coffee shop stuffing her face. That one turned out really nicely. This is from Life Drawing, so if you use sketches, it's quite nice, like bringing along a little book, so you can just kind of, the reason I like working in a little book is you can work a little bit smaller. I usually have to kind of pick like part of the body that I want to focus on. So like Debbie here, I like the way she had her hands above her head, so kind of ignored the body and just did her hands and her head. But another thing I like is just trying to figure out how to kind of position everything on the page nicely. So I think that's a really good kind of practice as an artist, because being able to kind of mentally figure out like composition and placement of people just really helps with painting and drawing. So yeah, it's handy practice for that as well, obviously being really handy practice for like life drawing in general and perspective and all that good stuff as well. So yeah, I mean, life drawing is something that's been so helpful for me. I mean, if you are lucky enough to get the opportunity, I definitely recommend trying it out. You see I was struggling with the foreshortening here. The only problem about life drawing is when sometimes there's like a really amazing pose and you just run out of time on it. It can be quite frustrating. That was the long pose. My son at the coffee shop. This was me really trying to do from life with like no kind of little photographs to help me. I give my kids like some drawing stuff so they can draw as well, and we'll draw together. But yeah, he moves a lot when he draws. Well, he moves a lot in general, both of them do, so it makes it quite tricky. I think the thing to do what I find is, and this happens with a lot of people, is like when they move, it's like normally there's like 2 or 3 poses. So if you like start drawing each kind of position, and then when they move back to a position, you can carry on that drawing, and they'll move back to a position, you can carry on that drawing, and so on. And that's the same for like drawing in a coffee shop as well. Instead of like one person with like different positions, you can pick 2 or 3 people, draw one person. If they start moving or looking in your direction and you feel uncomfortable, you go on to the next picture of the next person, and then you can kind of skip between them depending on, you know, each person where they're kind of positioned at that point in time. And you know, if they move back into the position, then you can go back to that picture and finish it off. So yeah, that's a good tip. How to be less obvious at drawing people. This is my husband and his dad, my father-in-law on the sofa watching TV. It's another master study. This one's hilarious because like I got really confused, but based on like this website that had dodgy information on it, and I thought this was a woman, and it just turns out it's not. I thought it was the wife of the painter, but it turned out to be dodgy like information. So the whole video I'm talking about how this is a woman, this is his wife, like how androgynous she is, and then afterwards someone was like, no, I think that's actually a man, and I was like, went back and checked my references again, and I was like, oh gosh, you're right. So embarrassing. This is Jessie again in my notebook, another swimming lesson. This is sketching on the train, Kelly Corral. Photo study, master study, Sean Cheetham. I love his work, he's amazing. More sketches of my son. A Rembrandt. This one was a YouTube video. I'll put a link. You can see like there's really not that much transfer. I think a few people have said they had a real problem with it, but I really don't. I don't know if it's having the elastic really helps, probably. But yeah, I'm not really struggling too much. I may have given this one a little spray actually. Maybe that explains it. More life drawing, Joanna. Yeah, I was trying to get the hands. That's why like more interesting for me. Hands, shoulders, backs. Portraits. Good fun. This was a photo study. I got the eye in the wrong place, so I didn't end up posting that one. It was going to be like a tutorial, but I looked at it the next day and I was like, that is so wrong. I don't think I could handle putting that on the internet, so it never made it up. Hand drawings. Waiting for the train. Yeah, I like kind of noting what's going on. It just kind of reminds me. You'll notice the dates kind of jump forwards and backwards. That's because I kind of go through like on one side of the page, and then I tend to go back and infill. So yeah, happens a lot. I was doing a demo. I had an exhibition in December with a couple of other artists, and we did a live demo painting a portrait, and my son and my daughter came along for a bit and they joined in, and I did a painting of Joe, and this is my son's drawing of Joe and a bird. I can't remember. I think I had a portrait on the wall of Joe with a bird, so he drew the bird as well. Yeah. I did have one in here of an Ong, the Princess de Bois, but I sold that one, so that's over in winging its way over to America right now. John Singer Sargent drawing. I did this sitting in the exhibition one day, which was very quiet, so I was doing a bit of drawing. This was from a YouTube video comparing different pencils. Derwent pencil, absolutely terrible. I do not recommend Derwent. This one, and I sort of was like, yes, a Blackwing is definitely amazing, because like using a normal pencil is so terrible, but then everyone came back in the comments, they were like, no, Derwent pencils are terrible. Not the best comparison, but yeah, these are both Sargent Master Studies. Another club portrait session. So again, these are guys that I go to live drawing with. Connell, Rich, Debbie's one of the live drawing models. Charles, Linda, Danny and Ian. Camino. This was from a tutorial I posted on YouTube. These are the hands of Bernadette Timko, who's an amazing artist and shares some of her photo references on Cameo. She's got good hands. Not sure if I did them justice there. Just randomly write down some goals for 2025. So there's a raw umber reference picture. Another tutorial. Yeah, I turned out pretty well. Random Pinterest based. I'm kind of using Pinterest a bit less now. It's just so saturated by AI that it's just not such a good reference source of reference pictures. It's my son. This was for Strada challenge. It's kind of you try and draw from life in January, so I was doing a bit more drawing. My husband, my daughter. Again, she was like tried to join in and colouring her hair, but she got really frustrated because it wasn't looking the way she wanted. This one was a master study. I couldn't find the reference there. It's probably a Russian artist. This was a self-portrait and I tried to do in the mirror. Something went wrong with the eye, I think. I'm not sure, it doesn't look quite right. It was a bit of an awkward angle as well. This quick Sargent master study that I didn't finish. More drawing in a coffee shop. My son and my daughter. Yeah, it's quite difficult to make them look like them when they're kind of at an awkward angle and moving a lot. These are some practice bug plates. So you've got some like good ones of the eyes, which I was practicing. I feel like I don't really know enough about the structure of the eye. It's quite hard to kind of learn, and there's lots of weird angles going in. So yeah, I thought that would maybe help. I need to practice more of these, they're really handy. This was a quick drawing of David. You get these like 3D models online where you can kind of position it the way you like. So yeah, just kind of sitting down trying to draw from an awkward angle. And then this one here, so Frederick Leighton portrait I just finished today. So that's it really. My Moleskine is finished. Yeah, it was a really good one this one, lots of drawing from life. I quite like to go back to doing some charcoals because these are literally all pencil drawings, there's no charcoals at all in here. I would quite like to going back to do some charcoal drawings. I think for the next sketchbook I'm going to try a different sketchbook and see, like, you know, how that compares. I do like the Moleskine sketchbooks, but they're really expensive, and if you're going to tutor a sketchbook in like a few months, especially if like I'm kind of doing loads of random sketches, although I'm quite happy with, I get them on both sides, so I guess it's quite good use of the sketchbook. But yeah, I might try a different sketchbook. I got one for Christmas, so maybe try that one out and see how I get on with the bigger one. I was also a bit annoyed because I ordered them from Moleskine directly because I didn't want like the money to go to reseller. I wanted to go to all go to Moleskine, and then I contacted them and said, like, I'm not really happy with the sketchbooks, like quality, like compared to the previous one. Can I send it, like, can I get a refund? And I sent it back, and I'm like, you've got to send it back to Italy. And then you will get a refund. I'm like, no chance, I'm gonna keep it, thanks, but next time I'm gonna buy something different. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. That's it. So that is my sketchbook. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much, guys.